It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. And Oklahoma City is where we'll be going just moments from now, as the Thunder will be going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. Well, for the Clippers, the first half of the season has not been kind to them, and unfortunately, with their play lately, they're not exactly giving off the vibe that they're ready to turn things around. And tonight, Danilo Gallinari takes the floor, has the height of a power forward, the game of a small forward. Kenny, what does he give this team?
Scoring efficiency. You know, lots of threes, lots of free throws, lots of versatility.
Impressive skill level for his size, can shoot from a standstill and put the ball on the floor.
That does it for us. Kevin Harlan with a call, and we will see y'all later.
We're coming at you from the Peak Chesapeake Energy Arena in beautiful Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, as the Thunder prepare to take the floor. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. So for the Thunder, their last game, a win against the Nuggets in Denver.
Yeah, tough place to play on the road, and you just saw how comfortable they were shooting the basketball.
Amazing, Greg, that the hostile environment had zero effect. Instead, they embraced the challenge and absolutely shot lights out.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, guys, we know Russell Westbrook is a fearsome competitor, but he says you never know how long you'll be able to run like this or jump like this, so I go for it every time. I may look angry, but it's the only way I know. Yes, you look angry. Kevin?
Yeah, he's special, D.A., absolutely. Thanks. Looking at the midseason numbers for international viewership, Doris, the league is really making an impression around the world.
I know soccer is maybe the biggest sport worldwide, but what has struck me over the last 5 to 10 years is how global a game basketball has become, and the fact that it's one of the fastest growing sports in the entire world. And make no mistake, to me, it's the league that has brought this ability to bring people together with incredible stars who fans can relate to. The one guy that comes to mind, obviously, Steph Curry.
Well said. The vision of the league, to me, is just incredible and unequal. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Gallinari and Baamute are the forwards. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Gilgeous Alexander in at the 1. Now here's Schroeder. And Westbrook gets it to go.
Westbrook has made his money right here in the mid-range. The unbelievable lift on the jumper. Good luck checking it.
Gallinari against George. Gallinari surveying the D. Shamet off the mark there with the three-point shot. Shot from the wing, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Well, Russell Westbrook has worked hard, and you can see it pays dividends in the confidence he has in the jumper.
Kicks to Baamute. Shamet, he's guarded by Schroeder, and the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the night.
One shot, gentlemen.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pass to Westbrook. That one wide left. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Zubac, and he dunks it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Schroeder. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Denver. 11 feet away, and Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 3rd assist on the night. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded by Schroeder. Gallinari in the corner. 4 on the clock. That's tipped. Stolen by George. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Boy, that makes them 4 out of 5 to start this thing. They're finding very good shots early on.
And Greg, certainly the knock on Dennis Schroeder is play on the defensive end.
Nobody questions how effective he is on offense. I just think he has a tendency to take a few too many plays off and too many chances on defense. If he wants to be viewed as a top point guard in this league, he'll need to show some consistency on the defensive end.
That's good from Schroeder. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Gallinari outside. Now the pass to Zubac. Back to Gallinari. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Great teamwork. That's something you develop by practicing it over and over again.
And George kicks to Grant. From deep three-point range. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
And taking a look here at numbers for Gallinari, really been a key contributor over the past month. He's averaging 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
I think they need more consistency from him, and they're getting it. Look for this to continue. I love it.
Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City, and Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Nerlens Noel checks in for Jeremy Grant. The Clippers also making some changes. Harrell comes in for Mbamamuta. And it's Williams in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Westbrook misses from close range.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Clippers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. The Clippers in the past few seasons, Greg, have completely overhauled their roster. They are making some serious changes here.
Practically nobody from the team 2 years ago is still with the franchise. It was a complete teardown, and they felt they needed to hit the reboot button. Jerry West knows what he's doing, though, and he's done this before with great success.
Now here's Schroeder. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Here's Westbrook. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Boy, a wide open look from mid-range that goes by the wayside. You can tell he's upset.
Beverly finds Zubac. Tries again. The kick out to Williams. And the Clippers miss again.
Boy, for a capable three-point shooter, that's one he expects to make.
And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul. And the Thunder making a switch here. Morris is checked in. The Clippers also changing it up. Green comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Wilson Chandler's subbed in for Gallinari. Now here's Schroeder. Here's Westbrook. It's tipped. Williams kicks to Beverly. Good, great play by Williams to set it up.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pass to Noel. Back to Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. Back to Noel, and it's Schroeder in the corner. Over Beverly. The Thunder with another miss.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Right, perfect contest in that instance, Greg, making it really hard on the shooter to have any kind of space at all.
Wide open look. Westbrook pulls it in. Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, and anytime you can get the looks they got and have the ability to shoot it like they do, that is a lethal combination.
Well, Greg, how about the field goal percentage and how impressive that was? They seem to be knocking everything down.
And throughout his career, Beverly has remained a pest, an aggressive defender that no one likes having him guard.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Patrick Beverly last season excited for a bigger role on the Clippers, but knee surgery wiped out his season.
Yeah, and he's in the final year of his contract, Kevin. A lot at stake as he hopes to earn a significant raise from a salary that's been one of the league's best bargains.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for George. Andre Robertson comes in for Russell Westbrook. That's Felton in for Dennis Schroeder. Thunder trailing by 6. Morris outside. To the left side wing. To the inside. Here's Felton. Misses and the dry spell continues.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Green. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Here is Felton. He's coming off a 10-point game against Denver. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Doors are seeing a lot of movement on the offensive side of the ball. A lot of screening, a lot of movement, obviously, without the ball. Does that require more awareness, not only on the offensive side to make those moves, but also defensively?
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. One of the most important things you can do if you're an excellent defensive team is you start with communication. So as that action starts, the movement and the screening, are the teammates talking? Screen coming right, screen coming left. Do we want to trap the screen? Do we want to make sure the ball gets out of a certain player's hands? Communication in this day and age against motion offenses has got to be at the top of the list defensively.
Well said. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Patterson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Beverly deciding where to go with it. Chandler, the pass to Williams. Back to Chandler. Shoots over Patterson. And too long on the shot.
You know, he's working on his inside game, but clearly there's still a little more work to do.
Here's Chandler. Here's Green. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
I don't think the pass could be better placed. That's a great assist.
And so it's Felton who will bring it up for Oklahoma City. They trail by 7. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line. You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
He kicks to Patterson. Inside, here's Morris. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Well, the thing about Markieff Morris, he does a terrific job converting inside.
Beverly against Felton. Beverly dishes to Chandler. No good from outside. Thunder trailing by 5. Stolen by Beverly. Williams with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. The Thunder in 4th.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long. So that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Williams.
You know, there are certain players who just seem to have a knack for putting the ball in the basket. Lou Williams is in that category.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And Lou Williams, not the biggest, not the most athletic, but Greggy finds ways to score.
Yeah, you know, whether he's creating space or creating contact, very few play that cat and mouse game better than Lou Williams.
I tell you, you cannot leave a clear lane for Felton. When you do that, he jumps on it.
And Beverly kicks to Green. Jacks up a 3. Williams' shot is off. Thunder trailing by 5. Here's Robertson. That's 3-pointers off the mark. And stolen by Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
At his size, you simply cannot give up that kind of deep positioning to Nerlens Noel.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Boy, certain guys, it's just a rough season, right? For Nerlens Noel last year, that was the case. Couldn't get any consistent playing time. And after looking to be finally on the rise, he takes a step back in his development. It's got to be tough.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Look at Oklahoma City. They're 4th in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season. And of course the Clippers, 6.5 games behind them.
You know, for Los Angeles, they haven't made any of the strides they were hoping to see prior to the season. Again, hanging around at the bottom of the standings.
And with one eye already on the offseason, I would guess they start tinkering with lineups, different personnel combinations as this season wraps up. That way they can start forming a plan for the future.
And with Noel, it's hard as he turned down a big money long-term deal.
It's always a chance you take, right, if you bet on yourself. And the skill set there for Nerlens Noel, this guy is definitely a great defender. He's just seeking the right opportunity.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Robertson. How his last 10 games have gone. He's putting up about 5 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
Chandler finds Green. Back to Chandler. Shoots over Patterson. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And Beverly finishes it off. And now an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
The initial miss was the best thing that could have happened to them. He was in absolutely perfect position for the putback.
Oklahoma City moving it around. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. For Oklahoma City, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. And no good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. And just an impossible shot to guard at times. Doris, when you think of that step-back jump shot in the league, it's lethal. And there are a couple guys who have perfected it.
Well, 2 in particular. James Harden, that step-back that he added is now unguardable. And Steph Curry as well. Those 2 men, when they decide to get to that step-back jumper, turn the lights out, close the gym doors, and step back because it's going in.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. The first free throw is good.
Man, they are just living at the line.
Gallinari, he's checked in for the Clippers. Both Both free throws good from Beverly.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Stolen. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. Here's Harrell. Makes it off the glass.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And, guys, it's working.
Oh, no doubt. I think they've controlled the paint. They've used their size and strength to get off any shot they want.
Here's Grant after the basket by Montrezl Harrell to halt the run. No good from Grant. Clippers leading by 12. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Yeah, I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
Felton kicks to Robertson. To the left side wing. Outside, Felton. 5 to shoot. And there's a whistle that goes on Luke Mbamute. That's his first foul.
Oh, what a terrible foul there. The shot clock winding down, and he ends up bailing out the offense with a silly foul.
Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Paul George comes in for Patrick Patterson. Here's Adams. Grant outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Grant's got his first 3 points of the game.
And in getting that three to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by Los Angeles.
To the paint, and there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Clippers have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Oklahoma City. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Oklahoma City Thunder with one of the more rabid fan bases, Doris, in the NBA.
Well, 7 straight seasons of sellouts. There's something about the love affair you find in these small market one sport towns. This is an organization that has the complete and full support of their community.
Now here's Grant. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Denver.
You know, he was also one of their key contributors on the glass. His effort was terrific.
There's 38 seconds left in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how they built this lead. They played as one, shared the basketball, running their offense to perfection.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Down low, it's stolen by Adams. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Well, to say Russell Westbrook will give you a nightmare in transition, he'll keep people up at night.
Gallinari on the wing, defended by George. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on George.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Gallinari. Both shots good from the stripe.
Boy, his free throw shooting has been on the mark tonight. Nothing new there, right?
Here's Grant. Offline with the baseline jumper. And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Russell Westbrook is surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
It has, Greg, no doubt. Love that they've gotten after it on the defensive end. Just continue to put pressure on.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Gallinari and Baamute are the forwards. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Russell Westbrook. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, the Clippers have hit the reset button, and you wonder how that affects their head coach, Doc Rivers. Now, he seemed reluctant to lead a rebuild with the Celtics, but he's on board doing it with the Clippers. Even though the Clippers relieved him of his title of president of basketball operations in 2017, Rivers has just signed a new extension that will keep him coaching the team for the next few years. Kevin?
Well, if nothing else, DA, he has guided them through some pretty dark hours. Thank you. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And here is Grant. He has 6. Shooter kicks to Grant. Five on the clock. Puts it up from 15. Bank shot, no good. Clippers leading by 8. Shamet, he's covered by Westbrook. Passes it to Zubac. Here is Mbaamute. Westbrook pulls it in. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Well, Luke Baamute, a defensive specialist out of UCLA.
You know, he's probably a natural small forward, but this is a guy that can defend literally 1 through 5. I mean, his offensive confidence has also grown through the years and starting to develop a reliable three-point shot, even making some plays from time to time off the dribble.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Noel comes in for Jeremy Grant, and Georgia subbed in for Andre Robertson. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Mbaamute.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Out to Gallinari for 3. And again, Los Angeles with a triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Thunder trailing by 14. Westbrook passes to Noel, and it's Schroeder in the corner. Gallinari right side. He's off on that one.
Boy, what a tough night. Imagine what their lead would be if he were having a better night from the field.
Adams' shot is good.
If you leave someone open around Russell Westbrook, he knows it's his responsibility to find the open guy.
Kicks it to Gallinari. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded by Schroeder. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup. Well, you think to Steven Adams, and coming out of New Zealand, playing about 1 year at the University of Pittsburgh, now in his 5th season as a starter for the Thunder. And what a pivotal guy he's become for this franchise.
And Steven Adams drafted by OKC with the 12th pick in 2013. That draft pick, a centerpiece of the James Harden trade.
And that trade will go down as one of the great conversation pieces of all time, whether or not you should have moved James Harden. But the reality is, where Adams is concerned, they got a two-way big man with incredible athleticism, unbelievable physical strength, and an evolving offensive game. So this is one piece of the trade that you have made great use of.
And Steven Adams came into this league at 19, already a physical specimen, and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low.
And so he hits both. And plenty of bumping and elbowing inside as ever. Steven Adams strong enough, though, to come out on top of that battle.
Yeah, not shy at all about contact. Grew up the youngest of 18 children. He had to hit above his weight for over a decade. Now he's got the upper hand.
Pass to Chandler. Paul George with the steal. Here's Westbrook. The shot's good on the assist by George. 14 points for Russell Westbrook.
Kev, you seem to understand his teammate when Russell Westbrook is starting to find his rhythm, because these guys consistently get him the rock, and he delivers.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Up and in on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Thunder trailing by 12. Schroeder kicks to Westbrook. And it's Westbrook again missing.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Bucket is good. 16 points for him.
Boy, the score would look a lot different if his teammates could have had the kind of night he's had.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded by Schroeder. Zubac finds Gallinari, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
You know, he's got a lot of length, and right there, he needed every inch of it.
That's true, G.A. You're right. You know, we really don't know that much about him in that department, but my goodness, when he gets up, he can go.
I like this aggressiveness from him. He saw an opportunity and did not hesitate, dominating this quarter. He's been absolutely fantastic shooting the ball, and they still trail.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And Russell Westbrook, he is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation?
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fight, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Morris is checked in for Adams. Patterson comes in for Nerlens Noel. And it's Felton in for Dennis Schroeder. Williams can't hit. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 10-point game. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
Well, we knew that Paul George was a long-limbed, exceptional defender coming out of Fresno. His offense, though, has been impressive from the time he has stepped between the lines on the NBA level.
Here's Williams. And here's Green outside. Morris with the rebound. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. George with no one around. Good. And a nice assist from Felton. 6 points for George. Los Angeles leading by 4. And Beverly kicks to Williams. Lets it go from deep. Drills the three-pointer.
And that's how you answer back.
Well, you can tell that was a little give good, get good. Executed well on the offensive end, connects on the deep threat.
Now, here is George. He had 28 points in the win against the Nuggets in Denver.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around it, just his effort level was off the charts. And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Right, perfect contest in that instance, Greg, making it really hard on the shooter to have any kind of space at all.
Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
You know, and I'm not seeing any urgency out of this defense, especially considering the deficit in the score. You know, rough start for him, but he seems to have turned the corner here in the second period.
And Beverly kicks to Green. On the wing, Williams. Paul George with the steal. To the middle. Here's Felton. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Monday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Thursday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And that game against the Warriors, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Now Beverly. Paul George missing from long range. Beverly the pass to Williams. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Boy, he's putting pressure on the defense. That's 2 from downtown this period.
Outside Felton. And there's the pass to Westbrook. Morris outside. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 5th assist in this one. Los Angeles leading by 7. Now here's Beverly. 8 points for him. Outside Williams. Basket counts. Williams has got 13.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
Oklahoma City has gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Now here's Westbrook. He's got 18. Morris kicks to Westbrook. Back to Morris from deep. It doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points.
Boy, this guy has been transcendent this quarter. Something really lit a fire underneath this guy.
Outside, George. Patterson finds Felton. The kick out to Westbrook. Clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Morris. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
When you think about Billy Donovan, to me, he's a guy who values trust and building relationships with players. This guy is not a dictator. He wants to help players grow and develop, and that helps you win.
Here's Beverly. Following the basket by Markieff Morris. It's Williams with the drive. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Now, I think they'll keep going to him more and more as they look to hang on to their lead. Why not with the way this guy is shooting it?
And for Coach Billy Donovan, the process of developing NBA players, Doris, has to be different than it was in college.
Oh, no doubt. At the pro level, many guys are making more money than you are. A lot of them have families. They've already grown into themselves. But to me, he still emphasizes the fact that great relationships with your players is important.
That's good from Williams.
And Williams is sort of the classic instant offense guy. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he can provide a spark whenever they need one.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Here's Robertson. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Felton deciding where to go with it. From deep, George.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. I love this approach. Despite the lead, still attacking, adding fuel to the fire.
They are absolutely relentless right now, Greg. There's no end in sight. They are going for it.
Here's George after the basket by Montrezl Harrell.
And a surprise he doesn't knock that down. Defense a little too lax that time.
To the inside, stolen by Grant. Outside, George lets the three fly, drains the three-pointer. George has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Williams up on top. He's covered by Grant. Williams passes to Mbah-a-Moute. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Markieff Morris. Noel comes in for George. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Raymond Felton. And then for the Clippers, Gallinari, he's checked in for JaMychal Green. Temple comes in for Lou Williams. And Rodney McGruder's subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Now, here's Grant. He has 6. Clock at 4. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And Mbah-a-Moute's got rebound number 5 here tonight. McGruder passes to Mbah-a-Moute. Can't hit from in close.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. There's the foul against the Clippers. The Thunder have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. That's good from Schroeder. Schroeder hits them both. 17 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 12 points for him. Dishes to Gallinari. Shoots. No good from the wing.
Boy, just enough defensive attention to throw that shot off target.
It's been all about Lou Williams for Los Angeles. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you very much. Lou, in the first half, your offense was clicking. What was the difference getting off to a hot start?
I think we play with a lot of energy. The ball swinging around. They're using a lot of help side defense. We're just taking advantage of it.
And really breaking them down. Thanks, Lou. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. Lou Williams has been having a big night. He ended up with 19 points and 1 rebound. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
Well, 2 things about Lou Williams. 1, electric. 2, professional scorer. There might be 3 things, but who's counting? Goes 0 to 60 in 1 step. Can also change speeds to keep you guessing. And I'll tell you, for a smaller guy, shows big-time courage driving through the lane.
And over to Kenny. Your thoughts on the Thunder?
I felt they had a lack of intensity defensively. They gave up way too many threes. I mean, somebody needs to pull out the fire hose because this fire is out of control, and it certainly wasn't because of their defense.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been a clinic out there by Lou Williams.
Yeah, what a shot in the arm he gave them in that first half. The three ball just kept falling.
Hey, Greg, this guy phenomenal from distance, dropping in three after three after three, and the defense has got to make an adjustment.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Thunder trailing by 10. Inside pairing is Grant and Adams. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's George in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Well, Dennis Schroeder showed he can handle high usage in an offense. Was the first option for the Hawks this past season. Even with defenses keyed in on him, he was able to average right around 20 points.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, the Clippers are going in a new direction. Now, Coach Doc Rivers said, we had a shot. I don't think anybody understands how hard it is to win a title. Until you do that, you're going to be frustrated a lot and have to make tough decisions. Kevin?
Well, they're trying to make the right decisions to rebuild better than before, DA. Thanks. Now, here's Zubac. Following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Zubac finds Gallinari, and that one is stuffed right through.
I'll tell you, that's aggressive passing, threading it down low and setting up the bucket inside. Really nice.
And with Schroeder, he said he learned how to deal with all that extra defensive attention.
And being able to stay productive when dealing with the best opposing defender goes a long way in the NBA. Schroeder also managed to cut down on his turnovers while taking on more of a playmaker role. Strong year for him offensively, and I wouldn't be surprised if he continues to grow as a player.
And the Clippers have possession after Paul George getting his 3 to go.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 11. Gallinari with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. The 3. It's hauled in by George.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
To the middle. The dive for the ball. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. This is a look at the NBA's assist leaders over the last 10 games. Man, can these guys pass the ball? Russell Westbrook, number 1.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
And the Clippers call time here. Paul George is so versatile, Doris. He could play in any system, don't you think?
Oh, I completely concur, Kevin. This is a man who can create offense with the ball in his hands. In a secondary role, we know he can be a knockdown shooter, and we're talking about an elite NBA defender. So any team in the league could use a player like PG.
Los Angeles leading by 11. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 12 points for him. To the paint. Here's Zubac. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Zubac has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And Adams sends it back.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. Thunder trailing by 11. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And he was one of many big names in free agency this past summer. Paul George, a huge part of that. But, you know, Greg, he didn't take long to make his decision.
Many expected George to maybe jump to the Lakers. Had been saying it was his dream to play in L.A. for over a year. But credit Westbrook and the Thunder. They won him over. He was one of the first signings in free agency to re-up with OKC. Looking now at some numbers for Zubac. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. He's averaging 11 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. and he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
Here's Schroeder. Bank shot, no good.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Thunder trailing by 11. Outside Westbrook. And Adams kicks it over to Schroeder. Now, here's George. Zubac's defending. Down low. Here's Adams. Grant, right side. Tries a three. Knocks down the three ball. Grant's got it back down to within single digits for Oklahoma City. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Five to shoot. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points for the game. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Adams. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Listen, we know Steven Adams is one of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA. You've got to have great awareness about him on the glass.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded by Schroeder. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Got a piece of it. Inside, here's Adams, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Adams. 3rd in field goal percentage, 8th in blocks, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And it's a strong accomplishment. 3rd best in field goal percentage. He just refuses to take bad shots. That's why his coaches love him.
2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. The Thunder probably the best team in the league at creating extra opportunities.
And they do it in 2 ways, Kevin. They are a team that emphasizes offensive rebounds and forcing turnovers. So they make you feel them, and they make things happen with their activity.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Nerlens Noel comes in for Jeremy Grant, and it's Robertson in for Russell Westbrook. He's off on the second.
Boy, there's just a brute strength and physicality about Steven Adams. This guy knows his role and plays it to perfection.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Times late in the season, Doris, we see the expensive vets bought out of their contracts. Often they sign for a cheap price for a true contender, and that affects parity among postseason qualifiers.
No doubt about it, Kevin. It really brings into very sharp focus the value of a quality GM, because the rich can get richer, and it can tilt things toward the top teams. I don't mind it, Kevin. Part of the reason these players agree to a buyout in the first place is the opportunity to choose their next situation. It is within the rules, and therefore I have no problem with it.
I like it as well. And the Clippers call time here. And 6'7" swingman Andre Robertson out of the University of Colorado, one of the league's premier defensive specialists.
And Kevin, there's a reason he started for most of his career, and it has nothing to do with his shooting. Now returning from that ruptured patella tendon, will he regain that elite defensive form? Only time will tell.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Harrell's checked in. Here's Robertson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Andre Robertson finds his way close to the cup and stays focused. Nice.
Schroeder against Beverly. Pass to Williams. He kicks it to Harrell. There's Gallinari with the three. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. The three from George. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Gallinari's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle, Paul George with the steal. And now the fast break, George with the ball. Passes it to Robertson. Poked away. Shot clock at 6. The shot by George, no good. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for Los Angeles. The shot by Williams, no good. Here's Robertson. He's guarded by Williams. And it's George missing. Clippers leading by 8. Here's Beverly. Floats it up for Williams.
And Beverly knows his role well. Excellent at zipping the ball over to his teammates.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the 3rd quarter. Schroeder passes to George. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. There's the lob to the hoop, and Harrell slams it in.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Well, that's how you attack in transition. Remarkable effort, getting as high percentage a look as you can really get.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. And that one's good, George.
When near the bucket, Paul George knows what to do. This guy has such a nuanced understanding of the offense.
Beverly with the ball. He's got 8. Kicks it to Harrell. The feed to Williams. It's stolen by Schroeder. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly. Now some of the best in the NBA right here. The top scorers, efficiency-wise. In the 3rd spot, Steven Adams.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
Here's Schroeder, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Schroeder's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, Kevin, how about Noel seeing the floor in that instance? His eyes found his teammate, and he put it on time and on target.
Now here's Williams. He's got 21. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Feeds it to Robertson, and stolen by Williams. And there's Chandler. That's good on the assist by Beverly. Beverly's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Schroeder against Beverly. George up top. 20 points for him. And Robertson has it in the corner. Chandler attacking. There's Gallinari with the 3. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
And here's a look at the stats for Dennis Schroeder. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 11 points a game, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
Outside, George, 6 to shoot. Over Chandler. And it's off the back rim. No good. Los Angeles leading by 10. Here's Gallinari. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, Paul George has got a tight handle, right? The zig, the zag, and his way through the porous defense.
And Beverly kicks to Harrell. To the paint. Here's Williams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And we'll get a look here where the shots have been coming from for him.
And really what jumps out to me about this shot chart is just how aggressive he's been when on the floor. I mean, he's doing everything he can to get as close to the hoop as possible before putting up that shot, and it's worked out in a big way for him and his team.
And that one falls for Williams. For the Thunder, Markieff Morris is checked in for Steven Adams. Diallo comes in for George. And it's Felton in for Dennis Schroeder. And then for the Clippers, Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Gallinari. Robinson comes in for Wilson Chandler. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And both free throws good for Lou Williams. Thunder trailing by 10. Here's Robertson. He dishes it to Noel. And Noel throws it down.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Outside Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Clippers miss again. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Wasted no time on that one. Felton's got his second bucket.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Felton. Diallo the pass to Robertson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Andre Robertson played power forward, Doris, at Colorado. He has slid all the way down to shooting guard in the NBA.
Well, I like that you use the word guarding, because that is why Andre Robertson is in the NBA. He is an elite defensive player. He can guard across multiple positions. And you think about who he's matching up with on a night-by-night basis. Whether it's 1s, 2s, or 3s, this is one of the more disruptive defenders we have ever seen.
No good on the free throw.
Well, an elite perimeter defender, Andre Robertson uses that impressive length to bother players. What a solid role player this guy has become.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Grant, he's checked in for Diallo. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Raymond Felton. 1:12 left to play in the 3rd. Clippers leading by 5. Out left to the wing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Westbrook. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. First free throw is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Ferguson's checked in for Robertson. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. Ferguson kicks to Westbrook. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
You must respect the strength of Russell Westbrook. Boy, even when you foul him, he can still finish.
Well, you think back to a time when people wondered if Westbrook was too aggressive playing with KD. They said Russ was taking too many shots. No questions anymore. Westbrook is the man in OKC.
And the Thunder making a switch here. George is checked in.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good.
And just so frustrating for a team when you collectively go cold at the line. And that's happened to them here in the second half.
Over to the wing. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 18 points for him.
I think you always have to be looking for the man in the middle, and he finds him with a great feed that time.
There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Westbrook kicks to George. And the pass to Morris. Back to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the top of the key, he buries it. George has got 24 points.
You can see there's complete trust in Paul George in pick and rolls. Fantastic at taking advantage of the defense and the separation they give him.
Noel wide open. He fires. And it's off from three-point range. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 7. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Clippers leading by 7, taking a look at Los Angeles. Luke Mbamute out there with Jermichael Green. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard position. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And piling on to that big lead, we know he has the range late on the defensive reaction.
You always got to D up on the perimeter. When you don't, this is what happens.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. There's the foul against the Clippers.
Now, you have got to give Paul George so much respect. He's just amazing at drawing contact when he's shooting.
2 shots.
First free throw is good.
I don't know if it's underplayed, but there's an all-around aspect to what Paul George does on a night-by-night basis. This guy is an elite two-way player.
And George drops them both. Clippers leading by 8. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Russell Westbrook. And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
And he finishes nicely on the layup. Westbrook's got 22 points.
I can't imagine the energy expended by Russell Westbrook. Always a threat to score, even when he's getting knocked around.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Green. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. No dice from the high post.
Defensive positioning so important, and he could not have played him better there.
Now Grant. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Nailed from three-point land. 25 points in the game.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Pass to Mbah-a-Moute. Stolen by George. Grant outside. Outside Westbrook. Morris finds Noel. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. George with the bucket.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Shamet defended by George. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Westbrook kicks to Morris. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Mbah-a-Moute against Grant. Passes it to Noel. Just 3 to shoot. Baseline J on the way. George, no good. Clippers leading by 4. Inside. It's stolen by Morris. Taken away. Green up on top. Now the pass to Zubac. No good on the 3. Well, Thunder have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Look, Kev, he might have a wiry frame, but Nerlens Noel has deceptive strength. Makes the D look helpless there.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in, and the Clippers making a change here as well. Gallinari's checked in. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. They double him with George. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to the wing. Clock at 4. And the rejection by Noel.
We know Noel is a superb shot blocker. It may be his best attribute, Kevin.
To take the lead, and it's finished off by Schroeder as he lays it in. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They lead by 1.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Shamet, he's covered by Westbrook. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
Now, here is Gallinari. After the miss from Dennis Schroeder, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 points. That one goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 24 points. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Westbrook passes to George. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got assist number 8 now on the night. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Gallinari. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Down low, Shamet, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
Westbrook kicks it over to Schroeder. Pass to Grant. Just 5 to shoot. Adams' shot is good. And the Thunder lead by 1.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Passes it to Gallinari. To the inside. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. 26 points for him.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
What fearlessness, right? He likes to go at taller defenders, and he shows he has what it takes to get it done.
Now, here's George, and the turnover again by Oklahoma City. Here is Williams. Gallinari on the wing. Williams trying to break free, and too long on the shot.
Well, you just wonder if maybe he should take it inside when they're playing so far off him.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. They'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls. Then on Wednesday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento.
And for that game against the Jazz, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
That's good from George. And both free throws good for Paul George. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Kicks to Williams. For the 3. The rebound by Grant.
Nice timing to get up on that shot.
Boy, you can't ask for better defense, Greg. Excellent work getting right into the grill of the shooter.
Bounce pass, Schroeder. George finds Westbrook. Not going to go that time. Excellent D there from Williams. Gallinari outside. And it's thrown down hard with both hands. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Now, here's Westbrook. Outside, George. The pass to Schroeder. From about 19 feet. And that one comes up a bit short. The Clippers in the lead. Gallinari left side. George with the defensive effort. Outside Westbrook. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Clippers have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the 4th, right around 46-47%.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Gasping for air and giving limited effort on the defensive end. Right now it's all about the offense. Boy, the shooting has been off the charts. That's just superb interior defense, not allowing him a free run to the rim.
And that one drops for him. Now it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
To the right side. Schroeder outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's George. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. George has got 35 in the game.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Gallinari right side to the inside. Stolen by Grant. Westbrook against Williams. Westbrook, no good. Clippers leading by 3. The feed to Harrell. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And good that time. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 18 points just in the second half.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And now we get a chance to check out our Jordan Player of the Game.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And Mbah-a-Moute is checked in for Los Angeles. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He does not like the high foul number in this game. He told them, you've got to stop biting on the shot fake. Stop gambling for steals. That's giving them easy points at the line. We'll see how they respond.
6 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. They get it back. Adams. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Wow, Steven Adams continuing to evolve. How about the clutch delivery?
And the free throw, no good. Clippers leading by 3. Nobody near Williams. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. You almost never get that wide open a look.
A clear look for George. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. 37 points for George.
Wow. How about Paul George commanding the basketball when his team needs a basket? Go to work, sir.
Now here's Williams. He kicks it to Mbah-a-Moute. Gallinari outside. Stolen by George. And now the fast break. George with the ball to take the lead. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. George has got 39.
Well, Paul George has always had that aspect to his game. The mid-range where he can be efficient and effective is absolutely on point.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Mbah-a-Moute. Gallinari on the wing. Pocket 6. Pass to Williams. Stolen by Westbrook. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Well, you knew he was going to come through there. The more that's riding on it, the better he seems to be.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 32 points. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 59 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Nails the triple.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
What a shot. He had no fear. I love it.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. A 3. Good. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, you got to love the back and forth action we're witnessing here right now. I mean, the crowd's going crazy. One moment for one three-pointer, then they come right back and boom, another. Well, this is starting to get real.
Westbrook. It's hauled in by Zubac. And it's the Clippers' ball. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 2. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Williams passes to Mbamute. Off target on the 15-footer. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And he is unable to get the second one.
And a chance here to send it to overtime.
A clean 3 is the only play.
And like seeing Beverly get involved there. Sweet shooting from the speedy guard.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. To win it. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime.
Let's get a nice clean game, huh?
And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Williams and Gallinari out on the perimeter. Luke Mbamute out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Lets a floater go. Indeed, George drops it in. George has got 45 points.
Boy, this guy has had a major impact on this game. The scoring he has done has propelled them to this lead.
Williams looking over the floor. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Overtime still getting started here, just about a minute in. Left side, Westbrook. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Westbrook's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Thunder.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Kicks it to Mbamute. On the wing, Williams. Back to Mbamute. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Gallinari. He's guarded by Schroeder. Williams from outside. Thunder with the rebound. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. The Thunder leading by 4. Inside, Westbrook. Williams with the block. Gallinari against George. Mbamute dishes to Gallinari. And good, he nails it. Gallinari's got 22. Just about 2 minutes in now to this overtime period. What a game. Schroeder outside. There's the pass to Grant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, the length and athleticism that Jeremy Grant possesses puts the defense in a tough spot. That's nice.
And the first one drops. And Grant drops them both. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Mbamute kicks to Harrell. On the wing, Williams. And Grant sends it back.
Well, he's got to be a defensive stalwart, and Jeremy Grant using his size to send it back.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Schroeder outside, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Schroeder.
Well, he just gets ahead of himself and throws it away, right? You've got to have better focus than that.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 on their shots here in overtime. Gallinari on the wing for 3. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from George. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 4-point game. And here's Westbrook from the arc. The Thunder with another miss. Los Angeles has gotten neither of their first 2 3-point attempts to fall here in overtime. Puts it up from 12. And Mbamute kicks to Williams. That 3 off the mark.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5. And here is Los Angeles now. Overtime basketball, a little under 3.5 minutes into it. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. The Thunder leading by 5. Ahead. Grant. That's good. Grant's got 4 points this quarter.
Don't you love it when you've got a small forward who can pass the basketball just like Paul George did there? Makes it look easy.
Westbrook with the steal. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, will be headed to the free throw. Los Angeles making a switch here. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 9-point ball game here.
You know what I admire about Russell Westbrook? Were there weaknesses to his game when he came in? No question about it. But his work habits, his desire to excel and improve have turned those weaknesses into strengths. Truly extraordinary.
And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Tries from the block. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. To the paint, and it's sent back by George.
How about the timing from Paul George on that rejection? Twice on the pipes.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Morris is checked in for Noel. Patterson comes in for George. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. That's Felton in for Dennis Schroeder. And then for the Clippers, Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Mbamute. Chandler comes in for Gallinari. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And steady from the free throw line. Morris has gotten there less since he's been shooting more threes. Well, guys, that'll seal it for sure, right? Terrific job keeping his concentration and knocking those down.
And the Clippers call time here. They're behind by 11. There's 39 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. What do you think, guys?
And just trying to salvage anything at this point, even if it's just some momentum heading into the next one.
No, I think you're exactly right, Greg. You've got to take any positive you can get. You'd like to see them come together and build something, even if it's in a loss.
To end the cold streak, Harrell, that's good.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Here's Robertson. The dish now to Morris. Felton the pass to Morris. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Robertson kicks to Grant. 6 on the shot clock. Over Chandler. No good from Grant.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They've used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Listen, Ray Felton is a very dependable point guard. Fantastic floor general who just takes good shots and makes outstanding reads.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 10. 5 seconds left in overtime. For the 3, Chandler. That shot off.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They've used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.